DBangz here with IMPRINT Entertainment. How are you today, man? Nice to see you.
Good, bro. I'm up real early.
Definitely, definitely. How's 2021 treating you so far?
Pretty good, bro. I think I've been doing pretty solid.
Good, good, good. Yeah, I've been checking out your stuff and I saw your videos are amazing. I just wanted to dive right into your career. For people who really don't know your catalog and things like that and want to get more familiar. How did you get into music? And also if you want to dive more into how you got introduced into the music industry as a whole.
Um, I started music because my homie Snot, his name is Jonathan. He put me on to like not put me on the rap because I was obviously like listening to rap as like anybody that's black and grew up in the city. So like I was already on rap and stuff like that, but like just mainstream shit. And then I remember we went to the studio and my dad had set up like a mic and a setup in his like studio office because he was trying to do the radio station shit already. And I remember that we just tried recording some shit and then we like had a track and just released it to SoundCloud. And then after that, we just kept doing that shit all the time, linking
Absolutely.
up like because we was already best friends and shit. So we just started just recording. And then like industry wise, I don't know. I feel like it just came with time. Like I just kept meeting just people by people, like the right person by right person, and then you kind of unlock a whole world. So that's how that goes.
I know you made the move from Arizona to LA. What was the, if you don't mind giving in, what did you feel like that move to LA would benefit your career? Or was there like a lack of opportunities in Phoenix or, what was going on with the move to LA?
Well, I had already been, and mind you, this is before COVID, right? So I had already been fucking with LA. Like I had already been coming out a couple of times, even since I was a kid. And I had always known like, bro, I'd probably gonna when I move out, I'll either go to like Cali or like just I wasn't gonna stay in Phoenix just because that shit is lame. Like I'm in a city in a state where like the police are literally looking at you, waiting to pull you over, like just
Wow.
dealing with constant like law troubles type shit over there. So like it wasn't kind of like I was running from nothing, but it was more like I already knew when I was 18 or like damn near 17 actually. I just booked that shit. And then I just ended up in LA because yeah, I already had my manager Nato and then like kind of like a mini network at the time out here. And I ended up just staying because I just ended up meeting all my friends, like my people. So like I'm kind of here to stay now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Um, I guess elephant in the room is you have probably one of the most colorful titles I've ever heard of. What what kind of inspired these like wacky, kind of cringy at times, but also creative titles that you had early on in your career, and
Bro,
how did you see your success grow because of simply just because of the title of your song?
like I feel like the music was involved too though. Like the music was still
Absolutely.
at least decent because what happened was like I literally like kind of got big locally. So I was just making titles like that because mind you, like 14, 15, like I'm just goofy as fuck at the time, just stupid as shit, like just being retarded. So I would like just make, and there's mad shit I've deleted with even crazier titles that I knew like wasn't finna fly later on. So dude, that shit was just out of like pure randomness, really. And then because I would just be like the goofy ass little like freshman, sophomore, like in my high school type shit. And motherfuckers would fuck with me because they knew like I could still rap and shit like that,
Yep.
but I just be doing retarded shit sometimes.
Yep. Yep. And it's kind of like a Trojan horse. Like you snuck in with the like wacky song titles, but your talent, it definitely shines through. Your talent definitely shines through. Who would you say were your biggest influences growing up? You have uh, personally, when I listen to your music, I hear like a lot of old school boom bappers,
Yeah, Doom.
typical New York type, spitters. Are those the people that you gravitated towards originally?
Literally, like
Cool.
even like Raekwon, Doom, Joey Bad, like
Yep.
all those. Like I'm a huge East Coast hip hop fan over West
Nice.
Coast, so yeah, like that pretty much did shape my sound. And then like some Earl and shit like that too.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah. I definitely hear a lot of Earl. Do your fans compare you to anybody? Does that bother you at all?
Nah, like, cause the people they compare me to are goats, like, are
Yeah.
all like just heavy hitters. Like, so it's like if you compare me to Doom, that's like, whoa. Cause I was getting compared to Doom more so when I was young. Cause I was like, mind you, like, you really when you start making music, you're gonna sound whoever like who inspired you
Right.
immediately. I feel like, especially
Right.
as a rapper. So I would literally like be copying this nigga's cadences sometimes as like a little kid voice type shit. So people would always compare me to that dude. But no, it never bothered me. I think it's kind of dope.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. How often would you say you're creating? Are you in the studio often or
Like I'd say I was in the studio more before COVID, but since COVID, like I'm in my studio right now type shit. So like
okay.
I'm in here like whether I'm not like recording every time, I'll be like listening to a lot of shit and making sure like my pen is up or I'm just writing or like I got my mic right here shit too. So I'll be working, but I like going to studios more. But my home shit
Absolutely.
is still just dope.
Nice. 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 Um so I've noticed obviously some of the new and upcoming artists are utilizing TikTok and other social media platforms to get their point across, to get their music across. Are you? I know you have a presence on TikTok, but is there is there something special that you notice about TikTok that kind of boosts your streams in ways that you haven't really noticed before?
Yeah, like, cause for Thick, it literally put that song and like a couple other ones, but mainly Thick.
Yep.
They put that song like it had just like reblown it up type shit. So it went from like 80,000 streams a day to like 120,000 streams a day, like,
Wow.
and just kind of revitalized it longer.
Wow.
Like that shit is. But in terms of like my own presence on like the apps and shit, like it's not really too heavy, low key.
Gotcha. Gotcha. The music, like I said, the music's dope. Is there anybody that you know you look forward to working with in the future?
Bro, I want to work with Raekwon. I
Oh,
swear,
nice.
like I want to get a Ray verse. Like
That's
anybody
dope.
important. Like I still got a session booked for fucking Marco Polo, even like in New
Oh,
York and
wow.
shit too. So I just want to get some goats on my shit. I'm not on no hype train, bro. Like I'm not trying to go that direction. Like if I could secure some goat ass features, like that'd be enough for me. My spirit be
Absolutely.
satisfied.
Absolutely. Have you met anybody in LA that can try to push you in that direction?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it's some shit I could even get right now that's just in the pocket, like even on some Mad Lib shit. Sometimes
Oh,
it feels like, but
oh wow.
or some nice shit. I feel like at this point either, but I just don't be pulling the trigger on some stuff.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Um, I guess we can go into more about, kind of like your past a little bit. Um, did you see like a wave of support initially, or did you kind of have to grind it out and build from there?
I definitely grinded it out because
Cool.
it's funny. Like I don't even like being too super social, but yet like I just remember when I was like 14, I was literally being like, "Yo, you got SoundCloud to people," and I literally just showing my shit. And this is back when this is like 2014 SoundCloud, so this is like pre oversaturated SoundCloud bullshit. Like this is when they were still paying good and like they had like it was like a real underground thing. And when you would find SoundCloud artists, you were more likely to find good music back then than what you are obviously now. So I remember like people would actually do it and they would fuck with my shit and they would listen. And I literally grinded it out from my first track all the way to like just even in high school, when I was in high school, I was literally just being like, yo, like, do you fuck with this? You fuck with this? I remember I used to pick my little sister up from school and this dude that used to like guard the shit and be one of the club members or whatever. I was like, I would show him my shit, just everybody. And then that shit just started doing internet numbers, like, and then it just slowly just rose to that. And then Thick blew up and then a bunch of other shit just ended up getting mad views.
Nice, nice, nice. What would you say so far is your greatest accomplishment or biggest, accolade?
Uh, I say making the been a long time video,
Okay.
like, maybe if we were talking about numbers, that's some other shit because like some Spotify shit, but
Mhm.
like in terms of actually doing something and creating something, I think the been a long time music video and song like collaboration was just crazy,
Yep.
and I feel like I've never had a video match a vibe that I wanted like so well.
Yep.
Like sometimes I'll literally just sit back and just listen, like watch that shit sometimes because it'll give me like chills up my spine, like just like whoa, that shit really happened.
One more question. Your video for Prove is absolutely incredible. Also, how did you get the idea for the animated look and the whole vibe of the video. It's like really creative and really like tremendous. You know, where did
Uh,
that come from?
my manager had linked me with a this guy. He's like a whole like you can't even just say producer or videographer. He's kind of like just a whole creative like
Gotcha.
entity. You know what I mean? Like drawing, graphics. So he was already on that line of like 3D animation, and we had just got linked up through that because he's up in the Bay and shit too. So
Okay.
we went up there, a bunch of us, and then or not even for proof. We went up there for something else, but we ended up getting on and stuff like that, and we just had a whole idea laid out. He had a whole storyboard of like every single scene by scene, and that shit just ended up being a whole movie.
Absolutely, absolutely. Before we close out, is there anything, you know, anything lingering on your mind that you want to get off your chest for your fans? Anything new coming out, or you know, any words of wisdom for any new creatives coming up?
Yeah, I got two things. I got a new EP coming out.
Cool.
I believe in May. I'm not set hard on a date. Obviously, I'll let everybody know when I'm sure of the date. But I got a new EP coming out on some different shit too. That's just as crazy as my last shit.
Nice.
And in terms of new creatives, bro, like don't even stop working. Like don't even allow yourself to fall out of the groove of writing. Like just keep doing it, or else that shit gonna start to feel sour as fuck.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much, man. Like I said, that's all I have for you. Thanks for taking the time to
Thank you, bro.
be out here with us in Imprint Entertainment. Really looking forward to see what your career has to hold.
Yo, this is DBangz here with IMPRINT Entertainment. Checking in.